You're tuned in to the DMV Hoops Podcast.
This is John the Scripter, head girls basketball coach at St. John's College High School, and this is the DMV Hoops Podcast.
Welcome to the DMV Hoops Podcast, the DMV's home for high school basketball. Hosted by Kirk Cross and featuring Chelsie Cross. We bring you the latest news, interviews, rankings, recruiting buzz, and standout performances from the public and private school basketball scene across Washington, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia. Stream us on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Buzzsprout, YouTube, and everywhere podcasts are heard. Now, let's get into it. Here's your host, Kirk Cross.
Welcome to the DMV Hoops Podcast. As always, I'm Kirk Cross, and she is
Chelsie Cross.
We are here at DMV Live, Weekend 2 for the boys session, Weekend 3 overall for the scholastic live period that the NCAA has established. And we've got two teams down there. You know, Chelsie, I did not do my homework. Why don't you talk to the folks for a minute, because it's quiet here now because they just took a time out. And I don't have the teams in front of me, so go for it.
Right now on the floor, we have Prince George's Christian Academy versus St. James Academy.
Okay, so I wasn't prepared, and you are.
I am.
All right. And we got some high flyers.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like everyone's athletic out there.
Right now we have a 53-46 game. And who do we have? We have Prince George's Christian Academy.
And St. James Academy.
St. James is up 53-46. We had the girls' live period last weekend. By the time folks hear this podcast, we will have already released the girls' live period podcast. But talk to me about what this weekend means, the final weekend of the live period on the boys' side.
Yeah, so I mean, the final weekend of this live period is kind of for these guys to not necessarily have their last opportunity to show off in front of coaches, but their last opportunity for this upcoming season or this basketball season to show off in front of these coaches. For anyone that's entering senior year, this is their last live period. So this is the last big showcase that they might have, at least for DMV Live. There are scattered lives throughout the country, but for DMV Live, this is the last one that these guys get. And I think it's just an exciting time for everyone. I think everyone's playing at their best, and they really just want to show off for all these coaches.
Currently, we have a couple dozen coaches that are sitting down sideline, checking out the action, taking their notes, and seeing where their needs are and what they might see on the floor that can help them to be the basketball team they want to be. What we do need to talk about is that even during this live period, the rules have changed as far as the NCAA and what they're able to do in terms of player eligibility. What we have now is we have a 5-year period to finish 5 years of basketball, and that's it. There are no exceptions. I think the exceptions are military. There was pregnancy, I think. There was one more that I can't remember, but that's it. You have 5 years to finish, 5 years of basketball, and that's it. There will be no exceptions. You won't find, 28-year-old players playing in the NBA in the college ranks, and people trying to come up with 6th and 7th year of eligibility beyond certain ages. It's when you graduate and or turn 19, whichever comes first. That's when the clock starts. Chelsie, you got something over there?
Oh, yeah, it's missions, military, and maternity.
There you go. Missions, military, and maternity. I guess missions would be on the religious track. And that's it. You get the 5 years, which personally, I believe, makes a little bit more sense than where we were. You could mix in NIL and transfer portal and eligibility. And I think it became a mixed bag that the NCAA felt they had to do something about. Now, when you introduce something and there start to become all these exceptions, and the NCAA as a governing body was not ready to deal with that or what have you, now they got they wrapped their mind around it, and now it appears as though they know what they're doing. And this is whether they know what they're doing or not remains to be seen, but this is the direction that they're going in. Today we have some matchups. We have Flint Hill versus Pilate. We have Gillian Academy versus Bishop Ireton. Mount Carmel versus Balboa School. They're out of Florida. Bethel Academy and Potomac School. That's the game I'm going to want to see. That's on court 2 We are here at Court 1, the main court here at DeMatha. Did we mention we're in Hyattsville, Maryland, at the Morgan and Kathy Wooten Gymnasium on the campus of DeMatha Catholic High School in Hyattsville, Maryland. Springdale Prep's playing Mount St. Joe's. That's over at Seton. So people should understand we have 3 courts where this action takes place. We're at DeMatha Court 1. DeMatha Court 2 is just across the street behind us. And when I say street, it's a campus street, not a major street.
Right.
And then 10 minutes away over at the Elizabeth Seton School, we have court number 3. So you'll find players, teams, coaches scattered across these courts based on what the schedule is for DMV Live. Some teams get 2, 3, 4 games in, and that's what we're here to see today. Who you have your eye on? What matchup are you looking at, Chelsie, that you really want to see?
You know, I'm excited to see a lot of these out of state teams. I feel like this year especially we've seen a lot more Florida teams. So I think I'm excited for this next upcoming matchup, the Mount Carmel versus Balboa School, because we got the Mount Carmel coach on the podcast last DMV Live, and I'm unfamiliar with the Balboa School, so I'm excited to see how that matchup plays itself out.
Absolutely, and we're hopefully going to get an interview or 2 out of this next matchup with 8 minutes to go. Looks like St. James is up 55-50 over Prince George's Christian. We didn't cover last night yesterday at DMV Live. We covered some of the girls, and we missed the first period of the boys' DMV Live. But how you feeling? You should be refreshed. You just came back from vacation.
I am feeling refreshed, a bit tired right now, but I'm feeling so excited to be in this gym, and all this energy is making me a little bit less tired.
And you're weeks away from moving into your college campus.
Yes.
I know it because there's a lot of Amazon packages coming our way. Between the laptops and the iPad and everything she's got to buy. Let me tell you, parents, if you're listening to this and your kid's going to go to college, just be ready. There's a lot of expenses, and make sure you take advantage of 2 things. 1, Amazon Prime Day, and 2, the Apple Educators Discount. All right? If you have a college email address, you should be eligible for the Apple Education Discount. You know Apple's stingy with the discounts, so they're going to take off a few bucks here or there if you're in education, so take advantage of that, parents. I see the snack bar is not open yet, Chelsie. What you got on that?
I don't know what's going on here. Come on, y'all.
Maybe 11 o'clock they'll open.
I think a little bit later.
They got some good hot dogs.
In the morning.
All right, they got chicken tenders. They got a bunch of stuff over there.
Yeah, pizza and snacks and all that stuff, yeah.
Let's run down the rest of the schedule today. I think we've got Academy of Central Florida versus Episcopal. There's another Florida team. Wesleyan Christian out of North Carolina plays St. Stephen, St. Agnes. They're local here. The Highland School versus Cats Academy. The Highland School, they shot the lights out yesterday, and they beat DeMatha in a DMV Live matchup. We have Ambassador Christian from North Carolina is playing DeMatha. Bullets versus Mount Zion. Mount Zion Prep. There's 2 Mount Zion teams here versus West Town. Then we're going to go Springdale Prep versus St. Francis Academy. That's DeMatha Court 1. We will be here for. I want to see that one.
Yeah.
I want to see that one. Germantown Academy out of Pennsylvania versus Mount St. Joe's. Clinton Grace versus Potomac School. Cats Academy versus Paul VI. Malvern Prep versus Bishop O'Connell. We're still on today. Mount Carmel versus Academy of Central Florida. This is not a touchscreen, so I got to do like this. McNamara is playing DeMatha. Oh, my goodness. 4:15 on Court 1. We return to the Germantown Academy versus Wesleyan Christian. Bullets versus Balboa School. Mount Zion versus Mount Zion Prep. Highland School versus O'Connell. Spalding versus Hargrave Military Academy. Paul VI versus Clinton. I mean, there's a lot of action on all these courts. It goes down. I mean, there must be 22 games today.
At least.
Good Lord. All right, well, remember, this is the DMV Hoops Podcast. We're going to be here today. We're going to bring you the interviews. And don't forget, folks, if you're listening to this and you have a showcase, if you have some sort of period where you want us to cover, hit us up right here. You can email me. You can call me. You can find us on Instagram and on Twitter. It's at DMV Hoops Podcast. Send us a message. We'd love to be there. You can hit us up on 301-679-0160. You can call us direct or text that number and find us. Or you can hit me up at Curtis, Kurtis, at curtiscross.com. Let us know where you're going to be. I know there's a D.C. live period. There's a Maryland live period. There's a Philly live period. There's a bunch of showcases. There might be a freshman-only showcase somewhere out in Baltimore or D.C., Maryland, somewhere. Let us know where you're going to be. If you want us to cover it, we need to get those press credentials in order. we will be out there. Chelsie, what else do you want to say?
We're excited to, release these episodes and see where else we'll be during the regular season and over the summer. So we hope to see you guys in a gym where you are.
And we will take a break after this championship, which is next week. We didn't mention that. The
Right.
Capital Hoops Summer League Championship will be next week. We'll be covering it. We've got a lot of swag to give away. We look forward to the championship. We missed the All-Star game, but I heard it was a hell of an All-Star game with the public school winning that matchup in a come-from-behind victory with a shot with only seconds to go. And then we've got the playoffs that will return probably Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday.
I think, I'm not sure.
I've got the board somewhere in front of me, don't I? All right, Chelsie, talk to me. Oh, that doesn't have the dates on it. Well, talk to the folks. I'm going to pull it up.
Well, you guys, we're just so excited to do this podcast and have you guys listen to it. Please send it out to everyone that you know would be interested in the show, or even people that wouldn't be interested. Send it out so I would have them give a listen. Rate the show and DM us if you have any questions for us, want us to come out to where you are. Please repost our stuff. It really helps to, see our faces and see our episodes in different places.
June 30th, I think that's Monday.
No.
It's not?
No, it's Tuesday.
Tuesday, you're looking at it? The 28th is tomorrow, the 29th is Monday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we will be here for 4 straight nights of basketball here at DeMatha, the Summer League, with a championship commencing on July 3rd, the Summer League championship game for the Division I, I guess it's the A bracket of the playoffs. I'm Kurt Cross.
I'm Chelsie Cross.
And we'll see you next time.
Thanks for tuning in to the DMV Hoops Podcast, your home for high school basketball coverage across the DMV. Be sure to subscribe, follow, and share the show on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, YouTube, Buzzsprout, and everywhere podcasts are heard. Follow us on Instagram and X at DMV Hoops Podcast. The DMV Hoops Podcast is hosted by Kurt Cross, featuring Chelsie Cross. Thanks for listening.